Before we start today's video, check out our affiliate links in the description down below. These can make some great gifts with the holiday season just around the corner, or even a gift for yourself. It supports the channel at no extra cost of you. Thanks so much. May the force be with you, and enjoy the video.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we have an exciting update for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake game, an update from the developer themselves. We're going to go ahead and we're going to hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys, everything that we know and everything that we'd be anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from the comicbook.com as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake gets an update from the developer. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is still alive and well and underway. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake has a new update, but it is a brief one at that. That is unlikely to satisfy the need for Star Wars fans to know more about this game. What it does confirm is that the project is, for one, still alive, so a bit of a pulse check, and honestly I think that's a bit comedic at this point, because every couple of months it feels like the developer or somebody that's working on this project comes out every couple of months and says, hey, everything's fine, it's still alive, and we're still working on it. Something many have begun to doubt at a point, but you know, those kind of regular pulse checks at that is definitely something that is nice of them, and it gets the fans kind of hyped for it for another. For those that may have forgotten, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake at one point was announced back on September 9th of 2021 for the PS5 and PC at the time. It was in development at Asprey Media, has a bit of a roller coaster from there. In August of 2022, it was then reported that the game had shifted to a new developer, more specifically Saber Interactive placed Asprey Media. According to Embracer Group, the parent company of both, was kind of done to ensure the quality bar is where it needed to be for the title at the time. And at the time, it was also noted that it did not expect the handoff to delay the game. Since then, there has been no meaningful updates really at that, other than the every now and then somebody coming out that works on the project comes out and says, hey, by the way, it is still a thing, it is still alive, and we're still working on it essentially. And that we still don't have that of a meaningful update, but we have now, an update now for it. Again, the update doesn't reveal anything of a note, but it does confirm that the project is still alive and well. The update specifically comes from Saber Interactive CCO Tim Willits, who had relayed the word that the team is focused on development and will share more when the time is simply right. Right now, we are focused on development. We look forward to sharing more when the time is right, said Willits while speaking to IGN in a recent article. Unfortunately, not only is it this a brief and short, sweet update, but there is no official confirmation or word when a proper update will come for the title. Hopefully at Star Wars Celebration 2025 Japan next summer. I definitely think would be quite a prime spot for Lucasfilm to do so, but if any means says necessary that they are maybe a further ahead than that on the title, and that maybe it would be closer to its release than that before summer of 2025 and at Star Wars Celebration 2025, then I would definitely hope to hear something from Lucasfilm officially themselves, and even then we can pinpoint on where Lucasfilm would make official announcements and confirmations of such. But even then, looking at the Mandalorian and Grogu movie from earlier this year, it was just randomly announced on a random Tuesday, so Lucasfilm is no stranger to doing that either at the same time. If there's an announcement to make, then they're going to simply do it. If the game is still with PlayStation as an exclusive, as it is a PS5 console exclusive, then it will presumably come during a PlayStation State of Play, is where we would also be able to maybe say that the title would be coming out or have some type of an official announcement from there. To this end, a new State of Play is rumored to happen soon, but it is unlikely that this game will be, present given the timelines of Saber's Interactive's other projects at that. They have their hands a little bit tied. It could also rear its head at the Game Awards this December. If we are betting on it though, we couldn't bet on seeing this game anytime honestly this year, and we would honestly have to wait until next year to see anything about the Knights of the Old Republic remake game. officially. I will say on a personal note though, however, by which let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking, anticipating, and hoping for from Star Wars in the future, especially into the regard of gaming and for the Knights of the Old Republic video game remake for PlayStation 5, as it is a console exclusive. Having this game announced all the way back in 2021, think about it, it's 2024, that was like 2-3 years ago at this point. By the time that we probably do ever hear anything official, like an official announcement or update on the game, it would have been 4 years. So seeing that the game has been in development for that long is honestly terrible, and that something terrible has gone on in the behind the scenes. Of course, as I had mentioned, there was a bit of a roller coaster ride kind of from the get-go, from when the movie, or from when this game was initially announced. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake was announced back in September 9th of 2021 for the PS5 and for PC as well. At the time, it was in development with a completely different developer, Asprey Media. From there, it kind of fell through in August of 2022. It was then being reported that the game had shifted to a new developer. More specifically, Saber Interactive had replaced Asprey Media, and according to Embracer Group, the parent company of both of those, this shift was done to ensure the quality bar is where it needs to be for this title. The fact that just we haven't heard anything, like any teases or any kind of bits and pieces about the game, is kind of really worries fans and honestly annoys fans. I think if for anything on this project, a lot of people are definitely looking forward to with what this game has to offer. But 4 years, 5 years at this point, of if we're ever going to hear anything official even on it, and that isn't to say when it will actually finally be ready for its release. Hopefully 2025 it could be ready for a release after having worked on this game for the better part of 3 to 4 years at this point. For example, and for comparison, when you look at the Jedi Survivor or the Jedi Fallen Order games, those games roughly took around 2 to 3 years for their overall development, and they had roadblocks, same thing as roadblocks similar to Knights of the Old Republic in that game. Of course, different roadblocks at that, I think, at the same time, and for the fact that they were dealing with COVID restrictions and everything of that nature at the time of the development of those games. Even then, 2 to 3 years to develop those games, and we're almost 3-4 years in for Knights of the Old Republic. It's honestly kind of worrisome that we may never actually see the game. Now, if they're going to speak on it, though, and give us a bit of a pulse check on it, then I definitely would anticipate for something to be there. Maybe, hopefully soon, as I had mentioned, we'll hear something official for Knights of the Old Republic. Guys, this all being said, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an official Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Peace out.